The problem is, and James Harden started this, okay? James Harden, because you gotta have no pride and no dignity to play the game this way. You have to be shameless across the board to play the game this way. James Harden started it. He said, wait a minute, guys. I just figured something out. I don't have to put the ball in the hoop. I just have to draw contact from the defender and make it look way worse than it was, and I go to the free throw line. James Harden started this, and you're witnessing it with Jaylen Brunson. And it's honestly sad to watch because so many times in this game, you see Indiana Pacers players playing perfect defense. And the NBA's, the ratings are great and everybody's enjoying these playoffs. The officials are really letting them play and they're allowing a lot more physicality. Not last night. So many plays, an Indiana Pacers player had good position, was riding Jaylen Brunson's hip, pause, and Brunson just does the little lower his shoulder and throw his head back, bro. Like, it's so fucking annoying. Just play the game, man. Nobody wants to watch that. And the referees call it. It's terrible, man. The same way a shooting foul has to be a natural shooting motion, which still NBA officials can't get right. Any foul has to be a natural basketball motion. Like, we got to figure out a way. We have to figure out a way to make sure when we're calling a foul, it's because a defender made contact with an offensive player that actually caused the offensive player to fall off of his path. We got to figure out a way to get rid of this offensive player leans into defender who's straight up and down and dives on the floor. We got to figure out a way to stop calling this a foul, bro. And I've said this a million times. I think the only way is to watch every one of these plays in slow motion after the game and send these players fines. Because you have to get them to stop doing this. It is absolutely unwatchable. It's insanely annoying. And I'm telling you right now, the way that the New York Knicks lost this game was not by chance. It was not by bad luck. It was not by an unlucky bounce of the ball. The basketball gods pulled that ball out of the air after it hit the back of the rim, and they dropped it straight down in. Here's a video of Knicks fans celebrating when the ball hit the back of the rim. And then they're like, oh, he made it. Oh, no, it did. He made it. Let's see. Yay, missed it. No, he made it. Yay, he missed it. Oh, shit, he made it. Oh, that's fantastic. We got a video here of the Knicks fighting on the sideline. Let's check this out. OG Anunoby's yelling at Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl said something to him, and he says, man, fuck out of here. And then Brunson comes over. They're arguing a little bit. Bridges sits between them. Brunson tells OG to stop yelling at Cat. Then he grabs him, puts his arm around him. Then Cat says something right here. And Brunson says, hey, shut the fuck up. I don't know, bro. I don't know, Cat. Me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect from somebody. A grown-ass man standing up like that and telling me to shut up? Nah, man. I wouldn't take that disrespect if I were you, Cat. I think you need to, Cat, I think next time, I think you guys need to scrap it out on the sidelines, man. I think that's what needs to happen. We got a couple of clips of some really bad Jaylen Brunson flops just to continue this before we talk about anything else. Here's one where Jaylen Brunson grabs Nesmith's arm and smacks himself in the face with it. What the fuck, bro? Here's all you got to do. All you got to do against the Knicks is get Jaylen Brunson frustrated, and he has no answer, and he'll start doing all kinds of dumb shit like this. Bro, what? He actually grabbed his arm, leaned down, and smacked himself in the face with it. I've never seen that before in my life. And they didn't call a foul, by the way. I never seen that before in my life. That's embarrassing. That's what that is. Here's one in the third quarter where Brunson drives and just chucks the ball away and yells at the ref. This guy's a goddamn loser, man. One of the clutchest players I've ever seen, but he has something... Dude, he has something wrong with his brain, man. He has something wrong with his brain, dude. You're not winning anything with this mentality. Now watch this one. The three-point attempt that would have tied the game. He airballed it, and then he tries to dive into Andrew Nembhard. Look at this. Good cross, step back. No contact. Oh, come here. What the fuck is this? What is that? And he yells at the ref too. Look at this. Bro. Nah, man. All them antics came back to bite you, man. Because the basketball god said, I'm sick of this shit. This Tyrese Haliburton game-tying shot is going in. That's what's happening. All that shit that came back to bite you, man. Tyrese Haliburton, every game since being motivated, or since being voted most overrated player.
You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Oh man, that's rich. What you guys talking about in the chat, man? Jason Tatum is the most overrated player in the NBA. That's random. Bro, NYC really named a bunch of streets after Knicks players because they made the conference final. Did they really? They named streets after Knicks players before they ever even won a championship? Brunson creates the contact and gets calls. It makes no sense. Isn't a player entitled to his own space? Yeah. It's just the same thing I said about the Celtics, man. The same thing I said about the Celtics, I'm going to say about the Knicks, man. They're going to have to change the way they do things. And realistically, the Knicks lost this game by beating themselves in the final couple of minutes. This series could still go 7. I think the Knicks could still win the series. But the Knicks are going to have to change. They're going to have to do, like, dude, you gave up 28, 25 in the third, then you gave up 38 in the fourth. You know, and they're going to have to, they're going to have to change the way they do things. And that collapse in the fourth and overtime, I think, honestly, they probably clean that stuff up. They box out. They stop. I don't know. It's like they quit playing, man. It was weird. The backdoor cut by Nesmith and the offensive rebound by Obi Toppin and then the inbound to Obi Toppin for the two-handed slam. It's like they quit playing. I know Tom Thibodeau is going to be on them, and I would imagine they don't collapse like that again for the rest of the series.